Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the eye.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Pollard going to try the right side. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He's checking.
Kill. We're going to 53.
Throwing. Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Elliott. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And our statistician, Ben Ramsauer, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss rolling in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme. Come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
Kill. 27, 26.
Now Pollard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Let's go, tackle, let's go. Gun.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Now watch one.
26.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. That one 28 yards on the ground. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that?
And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Lets it fly for Thielen, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Elliott running right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Prescott now. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Madison. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Alexander Madison, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, it's not going to. We still have December left, early in November. But he's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. Here's Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Mike by 4, Mike by 4, Mike by 4. You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want.
I know, easy.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Hey, exit.
A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey, can. All right, where's the hot?
Ingram again, a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Hey, can. Watch his
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. On second down, this is Madison. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
61.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. This is Ingram. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. On second down now, it's Ingram. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Ingram again, and an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They go play action here on first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. On first down, Ingram. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Cousins. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Ingram. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will shave one more off this lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2.
That's it, baby. You got work.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. 47. Don't be scared of it. 26.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Check 24. Check 24.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Kill. Shoot.
Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Go to 54.
Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 26, check 26, 26.
Now Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
I got you. I got you.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go, 46, 46. 55, off. Hey, eat. Target. Mike.
3rd and long for Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 41 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Cousins to throw it. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Cousins. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 56 yards. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
It's caught, Cooper. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Cowboys, the win form is number 6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.